Okay.
Okay. See, I got gin, and it's almost entirely because I read a book, and in the book everybody just drinks fucking gin, dry whiskey rye, and times used to be good. So people used to have sparkling wine.
That's why I told you to taste it.
I have gin every
You don't
day.
listen to me.
Because it's me.
Thank you, Jen.
You're welcome. You're
My
welcome.
willpower was sapped from it. It was good. It's good. My willpower was sapped.
It's okay. That's okay. I showed my date last night. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure
Oh my!
and Shaun of the Dead. And we were both real high, and he still thought they were stupid. And I was like, I think you might need to leave.
Bill and Ted's. I'm like, yeah. You know what? Not my vibe. But you know what? Shaun of the Dead. I don't know on that one. They're wrong. That's my review.
Is there anyone else that we're waiting for? Who else?
Julian?
Julian. Is he still in the hotel?
Yeah, he is. Actually,
I at him?
yeah. He said I talked to him and he said he'll be there till Sunday.
Mm.
Poor
I
guy.
thought he said that he was going to try and come today, didn't he? Or did I make that up?
I think that was belief.
I remember him saying
Tuesday.
he's gonna be ready for Tuesday with his campaign.
I think next Tuesday will probably be the last session for my campaign.
Yeah, because Klein's gonna ascend and kill everyone.
Gonna kill God.
He's
gonna be
end
a-
the world.
Well, I thought he'd just become chieftain, establish a safe place for the party, and then they could hold out there for like, I don't know. I was gonna do a time jump, maybe like
Safe
a year.
Klein's running things. It's not safe.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
Nothing but fights over here.
Nothing but fights.
Riot week, but in the wilderness.
All right, now that I'm in charge, I gotta test all your strengths. Everybody, come at me at once.
Is the big bad just gonna drop in the middle of our free-for-all arena that we're doing? That free-for-all arena is gonna take a while, Zach.
Probably. I mean, there's you guys versus 3 other groups.
God has entered the chat.
So, if Julian's not gonna make it, what happened last time, y'all?
We very successfully did some shopping.
Damage.
Very
Somebody
successful
did
shopping.
remember the shopping. Thank you. I
There
wrote
was
down
shopping.
that Arson is a weird sex freak. That's what I literally wrote. But I think that was the whole, you gotta have her like you're hiding from her and then she gets you and and I'm like
The chase, man. You gotta enjoy the chase.
so that's when I wrote that. Oh yeah, and all the spying that was done on Ian. Or Ian Prime.
Yeah.
Ian of this world, because Ian is spying on Ian, but also Sebastian is spying on Ian of this world.
Davril got Ian a date.
That's true.
Yeah, I did. Totally know.
See, I think I wrote down her name. Tyner,
Tyner.
the oil refiller.
Mhm.
We met with Johan, the very creepy, interesting shapeshifter.
Yeah, Johan is a too many bones changeling, whereas Arson is a not enough bones tiefling.
Boneless.
Yeah.
Bone in versus bone out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got some more intel on the L'Oreal Silverhand party. How it's like a week-long affair and celebrating her dead husband.
कौन है जो ठंड में नहीं
Let's
नहाएगा?
see. Yeah, and then Lars got drunk and we went to the Rose's
कौन
estate
है जो ठंड में नहीं
and
नहाएगा?
trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we returned the egg, but the egg was definitely stolen and put in the mailbox.
Yeah.
Cabbage
damn it.
egg.
Poppy
one-
was like,
The one thing I needed not to happen. Fuck.
Somehow notably, the woman rolled a nat 20 on her perception check, and then like Lars, did you get a nat 1 on your lie?
I did roll that one on my lie.
There's like plot armor on these rolls.
I was like too suspicious. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's bullshit. Oh yeah, and Lars has got rid of his weapon.
And then
we
we bought
bought you a
new
new one.
weapon.
Yep.
That you
Yep.
have
Who-
refused to use.
Yes.
Wait, Davril, do you or I have that?
Yeah.
done?
I'll hold. I think I bought the pair
got it?
because little Ian was, very, very persistent. So I'll give you one, and I'll hold on
Okay.
to one, and then when
Nice.
time comes, we'll just.
We'll both toss them at the same time, and we'll catch them both. It'll look sick.
yeah, it would be a real desperado moment.
Only you, Lars, can save us.
Are y'all trying to get willfully in danger?
Yes.
By little Ian being persistent, you mean he was like, but they match, but I guess if you only want one.
I feel bad.
So bad.
Put a little sniffle.
Classic Jen tactic. Feel bad.
His girl was right there. Oh, I don't know. I just had to.
Fair. That's fair. You can't embarrass a man in front of his girl.
I think we were also on the way to the theater at this point.
You stopped for breakfast or brunch. I don't know. It was like in the middle of the afternoon.
Yeah.
And just realized that I didn't put. Oh no, I did. There he is. I didn't recognize your new character, Quentin. I was like, did I put him on here or not? Yes, so you had your trauma, and then you went to debrief with food, and Davril went and bought guns, and somehow Ian ended up with more money than he gave for the guns. And I believe that is where we left off.
All right.
So if there's anything else you wanted to accomplish before going to the theater, you could. Otherwise, we can fast forward to the curtain call is casting. I'm having a really hard time with words today. Bubbles has to be there at 7. She goes on at 9.
Arson is going to stand up from wherever we're having brunch or lunch or whatever the fuck and say, I have to use the little spice room. Run over to the bathroom, leave through the window, and in that alleyway change into... Who's the dark elf MILF that Davril dicked down?
Oh, Marika?
Marika. I'm gonna change to look like Marika, and then I'm going to go to the dead drop behind that thing because I just remembered it.
Okay. I do applaud the idea that you were like, I'm gonna be a drow elf in the middle of the day in the middle of Waterdeep. Super inconspicuous.
Cloak up and hood everything, but
You know. Also wearing your clothes, because your Chuck clothes don't change.
yeah, my clothes. Wait, do my clothes not change?
They don't change.
I still don't have the
Glamored.
armor the glamored leather armor, but I guess my clothes don't change.
Wait, what is her frame versus like your previous frame?
Well, I imagine Arson is very lithe and kind of more like built like Spider-Man, whereas
Marika's built like a brick shit house.
yeah,
So Clothes don't fit.
Kind of tight around the chest.
Probably a little too short at the ankle.
Oh shit, I'm showing off my ankle. Scandalous. Anyway, let's go to that.
Yeah. You go around the back of. Oh, good, I didn't name that bar. Excellent. You go around to the back of the bar, and you're looking around trying to find the dead drop. Make me a perception check or investigation check if you're going to look very closely for the thieves' can't sign that would show you where the dead drop was.
17.
Easy enough. You see the little marking, it's done. You're used to seeing it in chalk, but this seems to be a pretty regularly used dead drop, and this is actually etched into the brick. So it's the same color, but when you stand at a certain angle, the light makes it visible, and you wiggle the brick loose, and inside, you find a thin strip of paper, almost like cigarette paper, rolling paper, something that's meant to be very easily destroyable afterwards. And it just says, yes, and they had also contacted the Zentarum.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay, then I will quickly destroy the letter, burn it, or do whatever, or throw it into like a torch. And I will go back to the group. Change it back to let's go with not a halfling. My clothes will not fit. Let's go with a just a half drow.
Okay.
Like half elf, half drow, that kind of thing.
Yeah, you slip back in. It is a suspiciously long amount of time that this man is in the little spies room. Like, we're talking it was easily close to an hour. Like, you all finished your breakfast. Even Lars, who was too dejected to really eat, has made his way through a stack of pancakes with like the eggs and the frown of bacon on it. He's like, well, I'm just sitting here waiting for Arson apparently to have like the most epic shit of his entire life. Then I might as well eat this.
He ordered the depression cakes.
Yes.
The depression cakes.
He did order the depression cakes. Yeah. So I would say after that, after eating and waiting for Arson to do his business, whatever that business might be, it's like 5 o'clock, maybe 4:30, 5 o'clock.
There might be a line to get into the theater as well, gentlemen.
I'm sure you can get us through that line.
I'm intrigued.
Well,
Like, stage passes and stuff like that.
Yeah, we got backstage passes.
We're-
And,
did you already make reservations?
yeah, we kind of did.
Wonderful. Please tell me that you guys got a box seat.
I think we got one.
Roll me a history check to see who remembers what the actual terms of this were.
I don't think I was there for that deal.
Here we go. I rolled a 13.
Okay, so Ian remembers. Also, if you don't remember, your portent from last time was a 13 and a natural 20.
Mm-hmm.
And so Arson's like, well, yeah, we've got backstage passes. Do we have a box seat? I think we have a box seat. And Ian, you know that you talked to the Reverend Mother and was like, Bubbles might be in danger. And she was like, well, fine, I'll let you set up wherever you want. There's a really ugly tree that the theater students have worked really hard on that Lars could hide in on stage. You could set up backstage. Arsene was offered the light box that's sort of suspended from the ceiling, or the catwalks that are above the stage.
This is
And
quite
the
a
rest
deal.
of you could arrange yourselves either in the audience or backstage, as you so wished. So you know that you wouldn't need to wait in line if you wanted to go early. Or there's no need to go early because of the line.
Well done.
Yeah, we got everything covered.
So, should anyone... Let's walk and talk. Let's walk and talk.
Yeah.
Should anybody jump onto the stage and attack her viciously in close range, how do you intend to keep her from harm? Does anybody have a plan for that?
I think that's why we have
Lars?
Lars here taking up the stage area. He'll be in the tree. I think I'm going to change my mind to the light box. I'll be in the light box. I should have a good view of the stage and the crowd below.
All right.
And unless the stage is, I don't know, the theater itself is larger than 100 feet, I should be able to hit everyone in there.
It is a fairly large theater. You know from like taking the tour, the ceilings aren't 100 feet high, obviously, but the breadth of the theater diagonally is about 150 feet. It's a very large theater. I would say that the ceiling where the light box is probably about I'd probably say like 40 feet off of the ground, maybe a little bit
Okay.
more.
Yeah, I should be able to hit everyone in there. My heavy crossbow has a range of 100 feet, and then I could hit up to 400 feet at disadvantage.
Should be good then.
Ian and Davril, where will you be positioning yourselves?
I'll be behind on the stage. Yeah, backstage. I'll be backstage.
Oh, you're gonna be like the technicians or something?
Yeah, I'll just technician, something like that. I'll just kind of be behind the curtain, trying to look out, see if anyone's out of place.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So by the time you make it, assuming that you're going directly to the theater, you make it across the castle ward, and you come to the outside of the theater. There is, in fact, a line, as Victor had suggested that there would be a line for this event. And you see Sadiel again in the booth, really just arguing with people who are like, no, I have a reservation. The seats are under this name. I'm like, darling, that is not my problem. I do not have your name on this list. Better luck next time. Or, basically, they are taking bribes to give away people's seats in the box office. They do notice you as you come in, and they sort of give a little wave, and they wink at Davril. And you can go in if you'd like. Do you all want to seek out Bubbles, or the Reverend Mother, or do you just want to set yourself up like backstage and go out with her?
Are there any like balcony seats?
There. will say for the purposes of this that the map I have doesn't have a balcony, but we can pretend.
uh, I would more than likely find some kind of usher and start walking up the stairs toward one of the balcony seats and order a martini.
Yeah. Top shelf, I assume, Mr. Wand.
Yes.
And the martini is very good, actually.
I'm gonna sit in a fluffy chair, cross my legs, and lean back and just start drinking.
Yeah, wonderful. So we'll go. I'll pull you all to the theater map so that you can arrange yourselves as you would like. You can get an idea of the layout of the theater and all of that. I did not fill all of the seats because I got really tired of copying and pasting people. So.
I understand that. Where's this light box?
The light box is going to be about here, but it'll be 40 feet up.
40
So if you
feet
wanted to
up?
put yourself there, and then I indicated the height for Victor with the little tower, so like you're up in the tower, because I don't have height tokens.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm just gonna buy everyone I know who DMs those tokens.
As a note for the DM, my what do you call it? My transmuter stone is going to provide Victor with dark vision in this case.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I got goggles.
You do. I believe that I updated yours to have. I believe I updated your character to have dark vision already. But if I
Tree.
didn't, let me know. Yes, your tree. I would say
Where-
that you were about there. The tree is not part of Bubbles' act, but they're not breaking down the set between every act. So they're like, I don't know, Bubbles, you got to figure this shit out with this ugly ass tree still on stage. Did you want to seek out anyone before the performance starts?
I would look for a stage manager or stagehand and ask if there's any sort of like trapdoor or like under the stage setup.
Okay. You pretty easily find a very overworked looking dwarven fellow. In the back, he's pretty burly. He looks like every roadie you've ever seen. Like sleeves of his tunic rolled up. He's got some really ugly faded tattoos. One of them is definitely a band name. He's a little bald on top. He's rocking the skullet. This trapdoor. Yeah, there's one under the stage for like quick changes in and out.
Certainly.
They did like a really weird production with like a descent into Avernus and then back, and then they used the trapdoor, but like somebody got caught on fire, and so they didn't do that one again.
Thank you. If you could just show me how to get in there, that would be great.
He takes you to a door under the stage, and he opens it, and there's not a ton of room under there. It's a pretty narrow passage to get to that place, and they have absolutely squeezed every bit of storage that they possibly could out of this. So it's like musty old costumes, half-broken props. It smells a lot like paper mache and dust down there.
Cool.
And you find the mechanism by which the trapdoor works. There's a series of pulleys and sandbags and ropes. Looks like it hasn't been used in a while. So if you wanted to check whether or not that would operate smoothly, you can do so. Looks like some rats may have gotten to the rope, perhaps.
What would that be? Perception?
I would say if you were going to I would say investigation if you were gonna, because I would assume you would look at it to see if you could fix it and see how it would work.
Right.
So I'd say investigation. You're looking at it and you're like, well, the pulleys look all right, and you, and it's a little squeaky. Poppy offers you one of the pieces of pocket bacon, and you sort of rub some bacon grease on there, and it's not squeaky anymore. But you're not really sure about the structural integrity of these ropes.
Right.
But you pull the sandbag, and the trapdoor opens. So,
Poppy,
Yeah?
would you be willing to help me out a little bit? If
Well-
I were to guard upstairs, could you be next to this pulley system? And if I give you the phrase, open that trapdoor, or if you see anyone come in here, just let me know.
Okay. I don't. She weighs 3 pounds. I'm not sure. She's gets on the bag. I'm gonna roll her strength check. No, she rolled a 10. It, I don't. The door's heavier than me.
Fair enough. In that case, is this like one entrance to this area and then trapdoor kind of room?
Yes, I would say. Actually, roll me a perception check. There's the main entrance, the trap door, and you do notice what looks to be kind of like a hidden stagehand door that would allow somebody from underneath to make their way out into the audience in case there was some sort of emergency.
Cool. I would try to ritual cast alarm in an area that would try and cover the entrance that would go towards the audience and the rope. It's like a 20-foot cube. If I can cover both of them.
Yeah, easy enough. I'd say you could cover both of them with that.
Sure. And then I'll just spend 10 minutes setting up that alarm, and then I'll head back up and just hang out up here with Poppy in the back.
Okay.
I would like to see Bubbles then.
Sure.
Uh,
You can find the dressing room easily enough. She's back there, getting ready.
Bubbles, I wanted to give you some help. You might not be able to perform your performance, but just in case. And Lars does like some holy hand gestures, and he casts guidance on her.
Okay, so you would do that right before the performance was about to start because that lasts for 10 minutes. Or
a minute.
Or a minute. But
Yeah,
a minute.
I'll do it
with
right before.
It's a minute with concentration.
Yeah, so 1 minute.
Okay.
I'm a
Okay.
bonus action hide.
Okay.
Samesies.
Okay, roll me stealth checks, the both of you.
I'm in a tree.
Yes. Yeah, Arson, you disappear. So does Lars. Let's roll some perception checks. No. You fuckers.
Oh, we are gone.
Oh, these guys are rolling really well and they just don't have as much plus as you. This is very frustrating.
Expertise.
Ugh.
What do you call the little like lenses that you like hold up with like a like a stick?
Opera
Like-
glasses.
Opera glass.
I got a pair of those in one hand and the martini in the other.
Shit.
Yeah. You have an excellent view of the stage. Is there any other preparation that people would like to do?
I guess I would just check on Bubbles to make sure she's all right with this, knowing that there might be someone about to attack.
Okay. So this would probably be before Lars would just have to walk up to her as she's getting on stage and whack her with a guidance. So yeah, you find her in the dressing room backstage. It is a communal dressing room. She's not a headliner by any stretch of the imagination. And she's pulled this big white cloud of hair that she has like sort of off the side of her head and back into a really elaborate cascade of like curls and braids. And you can see across the side of her head are little like moonstones. She's wearing a very sparkly and rather revealing dress with a long train. Down the back in blue and silver sequins. And she's struggling to try and get the clasp of the necklace that she was going to wear to shut behind her neck.
I'll just offer to help with that.
Thank you. So you would ask her if she was okay with this?
Yeah.
Yes, I think that I lived my whole life in Athkatla with the idea that there was essentially a sword hanging over my head, so it sort of feels like old times. I've worked too hard for this to not do it, and especially not because of those assholes.
I understand. I didn't come here to just, dissuade you from doing this. If you feel you need to do this, I say go for it. I just want to make sure you're safe and that we can get you back to your mother. Just wanted to check up on you, make sure you're doing all right.
I'm terrified for my mother, and I'm nervous as hell that I'm going to vomit on stage, and but that seems about par for the course, generally speaking. So at least I'm not out there alone.
Me, I'll be just backstage. You'll have the tree that will also be able to assist at any time. And the other two are also kind of in the crowd, just watching. You're very protected.
I don't imagine that either my aunt or my mother would have placed as much trust in you and value upon you as they have if it wasn't for a good reason.
I like to think I've earned their trust. I set my mind to something, I get it done. I promised your mother I'd help her out, and we did free her from Ivar. Told her I'd take care of you, so.
I'm not sure that this is what she had in mind, but I appreciate that you didn't let my mother's wishes override mine.
I mean, yeah. She kind of just told me, they kind of ran off. I figured, you're a young girl, you're trying to just live your dream. And I can understand from her perspective, the mother worried about her child. But I don't think it's right for me to, force you to give up your dream you're so passionate about.
Thank you. Funny how it works out though, because I am going back. But at least it's on my own terms.
So, once everything settles there, you get that under control, I'm sure you'll be able to come back here.
I hope so. I certainly hope so. If you'll excuse me, I think that I'm gonna go vomit now, so I don't do it on stage.
Okay. Look, you're gonna do great, kid. I'll give her a bardic inspiration.
Oh.
Head to my position.
Before the show begins, I'm gonna ask the waiter to fetch me an ice bucket with 3 bottles of wine.
Certainly, Mr. Wands. What sort of wine were you looking for?
Just a red.
Top
Right.
like private collection, or you just want red wine?
Red.
Just get me some Sangiovese.
Arson from his hiding spot is gonna be like, Hoppy, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
good.
waiter brings you wine.
Oh, no, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm
Yeah?
trying to strategize.
Yeah.
Could you send a message to Davril for me?
Okay.
Ask. This is a little meta. Ask if he has Warcaster.
Davril,
Yes.
can you cast spells like as a reaction?
I unfortunately cannot.
Nobody can.
Maybe next level I'll be able to pick it up, but till then.
I probably shouldn't have switched out Tripping Attack for Commander Strike.
Don't worry, we got this.
Oh well. Yeah, we got this.
Ian, Arson always asks me the weirdest things. Do you know what a warcaster is?
He's a tactical man, and no, I don't. I don't have it.
I don't even. Okay.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'll be sure to get you some bacon after this fight for asking weird questions.
Can I have
Better yet.
pie?
What kind?
Strawberry rhubarb.
Strawberry rhubarb. Yeah, all right. Have you had pecan yet?
What's a pecan?
It's pecan.
Typical Texan.
Pecan pie. No, I'm Utah. It's how you say it in Utah. It's like this pie made out of nuts, but it's really good. It's really good. It's
Oh.
my favorite, to be honest.
Oh. I have 2 pies then.
All right, 2 pies. I'll have to remember that. And she can't hear this, but I'm gonna load a magazine into my new crossbow. I imagine it's bullpup now for some reason, and has a bunch of gears and lever gears and wheels in the arms to make it easier to.
Put it there.
Okay. If there's nothing else, you all get to sit through talent night at the theater school.
Woo!
How's the show?
The only other thing I'd like to be noted that I'm doing is watching from backstage. I have Gus prepared, and if anything looks like it's going to hit Bubbles, I'm just going to push her to the side.
Okay, so projectile or spell, sort of like
Person,
anything.
yeah. If I see something that looks like it's coming at her, I'm just going to,
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm also. That gives me an idea. I'm going to basically just prepare an attack. If anybody gestures in a way that looks like they're casting a spell,
Mhm.
I'm gonna shoot them.
Okay.
You
I'm
mean a
not-
bad guy, right?
Yeah,
Someone
I
just
will-
can't control their hands.
Somebody who just can't control. No, if they're like whispering under their breath and I don't know, doing this. What spell is this? Spaghetti.
It's gonna be real unfortunate if there's an Italian in the audience just talking.
Suddenly a crossbow bolt just hits him.
Hey,
Hey,
cast
stop
your
that.
pasta isn't good enough.
Okay. The show. Let's roll for the show. It's actually pretty good. You were expecting this to be excruciating. And the first act is actually like a stand-up comic. As a little gnome, he comes out there, and if you think you are really sure that this is just gonna bomb, because the guy like trips as he's going out on stage, and but actually, he's pretty funny. And then there are a couple of mimes that come out. And now the mimes are still mimes, but they're doing an excellent job at being mimes. And one of them, you realize, actually is using illusion magic to cast the shapes, the things that they're miming, that they're interacting with. So they're doing the pantomime, but when they pull on a rope or open an umbrella or something like that, this illusory object appears. Yeah, they're stuck in an illusory gelatinous cube, for instance.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive that they're managing to do this, and you don't notice them casting any spells as they do this. So it's pretty good. There is a group one scene play that is put on. And as you're watching it, you're like, I'm pretty sure I'm familiar with this story. Is this I've heard about this. And they put on just like a quick one scene play of this group of adventurers descending into the doom vaults of Fae to destroy phylacteries. There aren't entirely too many Asimars in the cast. I feel like this is really unrealistic, but it's acted out well. At least one person in the audience cries. There's a barbershop quartet. It's fine. It's fine. And the act right before Bubbles is it's a black metal band made up entirely of elves.
What are they called?
It's called Eldritch Stench.
Oh.
Oh my god. Can that be a real band?
That probably is a real band.
Probably. And it sounds a little bit like somebody threw a drum kit in a cement mixer, but that's what it's supposed to sound like, so they've done a good job. And then it is Bubbles' turn. And she walks out on stage, and it's as if every single piece of nervousness that you saw backstage Davril had completely disappeared. The way she's holding herself, her uprightness, her ease on the stage, it's almost like she is a different person. And you watch her walk up the stairs, and she exchanges sort of almost nervous glances with Davril and with Ian. And she casts a spell on herself as she's walking out there. And make sure I'm using this correctly. And she almost comes off the ground a little bit and is like floating out there. So she doesn't seem to walk so much as fly a little bit, just a little bit off the ground. So it looks like there's no effort to her steps at all. And she takes center stage, and the light from up there, and Arsen, it is in fact just a fire genasi up there who's doing produce flame behind these really large focusing crystals that are putting the spotlights down there. He's probably the biggest fire genasi you've ever seen. His name is Earl. And when you came up there to get in there with him, he's like, just stay out of my way, man. And then you hid, and he has no idea where you are.
You won't even know I'm here.
He goes, oh, where'd he go? All right, cool. And she's going to... Let's see how well she does.
Hello, Paraxis Solomon. Welcome to the show.
So she rolled a 31 on performance. And it is absolutely enthralling. It's just a girl in a dress standing on stage, and you can hear every piece of the worry and the emotion that's probably been bottling up in her for her entire life, as she sings about home and heartbreak and loss and hope. And Arson, make me a perception check.
I don't have advantage because I don't have those. Ooh, 10.
All right,
Great.
you're watching. You're like, okay, everything's cool. And then
I'm distracted by her singing.
You're very distracted by her singing because it is about halfway through the second verse of this song that a column of blood fills this entire center. So if you are inside that, you need to roll me a con save.
Oh, baby Jesus.
It is a spell.
It's kicking off.
Okay, let me roll her con save. Let me roll Poppy's con save. Oof. All right.
Oh, no. I don't even see Pop's con save.
I don't like it. Oh.
Her
don't
con
like
save
it.
was 13.
Oh god.
Which is a pass,
It's
No.
a pass, right?
No,
right?
Oh.
it is not a pass.
No.
Okay, so if you rolled under a 17, you take 39 necrotic damage.
Oh,
If you rolled above a 17, you take and you're incapacitated until the end of your next turn.
oh.
If you rolled above a 17, you take half. So 8. Can I do math? 18. And are not
I
incapacitated.
realized I was using the wrong scene. Can't see the names of the people.
So
Poppy's dead.
she is, and so is Bubbles.
Could Bubbles use the art that I gave her?
Oh, she could. She could. Let's see. It's a D6, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, she passes. She's not dead. So... But she is incapacitated. So we'll do this. Davril is also... No, she's not
Sebastian
incapacitated,
was
she's
Julian's
hexed.
character, but he's not here today.
Sorry, I was like, I just killed a bunch of people all at once. And forgot what I said. And... Poppy is... You feel Poppy's little body, Ian, just go completely limp inside your coat collar.
From my position, am I able to see who casted that clearly?
Yeah.
Roll me a perception check to see how.
Oh, I guess I already did.
Use
You did, and you didn't roll.
my
enough.
opera lenses. Gotta peep and see who that was. It was a 6. It's too dark in here.
Yeah, no, you have no idea. You have no idea. They rolled a 14 on their sleight of hand check to see if they could do that without being caught.
Damn.
So everybody roll initiative.
That's what I get for getting rid of an ambush.
Ambush.
Oh, shit. I forgot to click my token.
That's alright. I'll get you in a second. Let me roll initiative for these.
Oh shoot! I hit Poppy and not me.
Um, okay. Fuck me. Okay, I did that one. Who's next?
Who could have been the bad guys in the crowd? Who could it have been?
The ones that had faces? Listen, I'm
actually people?
I'm very glad that you were willing to suspend your disbelief for me.
Let's play Spot the Main Character.
And then this does not stay there. It's not like a spell that stays up. It's a one and done.
A big column of blood.
I'm not 20, I am 8.
Did the gust activate for you, Ian?
It would have pushed her towards me. 5 feet.
Yes. So she, unfortunately, she just moves back 5 feet.
Gets her ass handed to
Still
her, then
inside
blown.
Yeah, which is still inside. Which is still inside the radius of that spell. All right. I believe that's everybody. I don't care if mine are tied. Anybody else? All right. Cool. Lars, you're first.
Okay. Large just kind of like bursts out of the tree, like a forest Kool-Aid man. But he's just basically like cussing under his breath in Goblin, and he's just like you could just hear like curses and like just he just keeps like praying. So he's gonna beeline to Bubbles. He's gonna cast Cure Wounds, 2nd level. Okay.
Okay.
What can I do? And that is it for my turn. I do not hide, I stay right there.
Okay. So the half-dragon assassin sees you, another one, sees you do this and adjusts his crossbow shot from Bubbles to you, and is gonna. What's your passive perception?
Shit. 12.
Okay, I rolled stealth for all these dudes. Okay. So you don't see him at first, and then does a 15 hit?
No, that does
Okay,
not.
it misses. And then he is going to take 2 steps back in the crowd and attempt to hide. And he disappears. Uh, doot, doot, doot. This woman is just going to make a beeline for the stage, and she ends up here, but it takes her entire turn and cunning action to get there. Victor, it's your turn.
I will set my martini glass down. um, and go, oh shit, it's all kicking off. Let's see here. That's a bit far away from me. I was hoping that they would approach on my side of the stage. The distance I can cover here is limited to that. Yeah, that simply will not do. So, how high up am I from the ground? Oh, actually, what am I
20 feet.
talking about? Okay, I know what I'm doing to do. I'm gonna grab my ice bucket of wine, and I'm gonna click my heels together, and the wings unfurl, and I start to fly into the air.
Oh no.
And I'm gonna fly
Jay flying
30
boots.
feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will start flying above the stage with my bucket of wine. Make sure I'm within range here. Yep. And I'm going to take out my wand and flick it toward the elven woman on the stage, and a bottle of wine goes flying at her. I cast Catapult.
Okay. Right.
One for you!
A dex save, you say? She fails.
A bottle of wine cracks her in the skull and shatters.
Oh! She hisses and looks up at you and just points one spindly elven finger at you.
There's more where that came from. Get off the stage! And I end my turn.
Okay. It's Bubbles' turn now. And Bubbles is going to... Let's see, what is Bubbles gonna do? Bubbles is going to use... she is going to expend a Bardic Inspiration and cast Mantle of Inspiration on... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She casts Mantle of Inspiration on the whole party, and everybody gets 8 temporary HP. And then she is completely unarmed, and she just reaches out and slaps this woman across the face. And does Shocking Grasp.
Taser.
Yeah.
Does the crowd think this is all part of the play?
Kinda.
It's like, oh my god, this is
Yeah, they're
amazing.
all like applauding.
At least until arrows start raining from the light box.
Yeah.
Or no bolts.
It's the Blood Mage's turn now.
You can be caught.
And the Blood Mage, let's see if that recharges. It does not recharge. So he is going to... Let's see, who can he... You're fine. It's too far. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's his turn. Davril, it's your turn.
I think I'm incapacitated to them.
You are incapacitated until the end of your turn, and then you
Okay.
and you cough up like a big clot of blood. At the end of your turn, and you
Can I
are
go
no longer
prone or
incapacitated.
anything?
Nope,
Or-
you're just incapacitated.
Okay.
Are we able to see? Like, do I have visual contact on Davril? Like, where is it? Or is
There's
there
a
a door?
there's a curtain.
Ah.
Yeah, I put a I.
No, I see it. I see it. I saw
Yeah.
the thin line. I just wanted to make sure that's what I was looking at.
Yeah, it's a curtain, so they can peek out before that. Someone could use an action to yank the curtains back, and then there would be full line of sight between backstage and up front. But right now, they can see out, but you guys can't see in.
Mhm.
Lovely. So
If she's casting a spell, can I shoot this person?
yes,
Okay.
go for it. I
Well-
need Bubbles, Lars, and Ian to make dex saves. And you can fire to hit. Roll to hit.
21.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that hits. Yeah, that really hits.
They take 26 total damage, and can I use a distracting strike on them?
What is the text of distracting strike?
When you hit with a weapon attack, you can spend one superior die to add the damage to the damage to the attack roll. The next attack roll against that target has advantage.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, and then add a D8 to that attack roll. I am no longer hidden.
You are not, and we'll put a target on them for that, and so then that is. Oh, that's how math works. So there's Dex. Let's have Bubbles do her Dex save. She passes. Lars. Lars, you fail. And you will take. Let's see. So you're going to take 11 fire damage and 9 necrotic damage. And Ian, you will take math 5 and 4. And so does Bubbles. Alright. And that's her turn. A whirl of green hellfire energy swirls in that and then dissipates, and then there's just a rather a crossbow bolt stuck in her shoulder. Woman out in the audience with her hands out like this.
If I were to grab hold of Bubbles, could I move with her like half speed? What would be the ruling on that?
Well, yes, I would say half speed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would that provoke attack of opportunity on her since I'm forcing her to move?
Not likely, no.
Okay.
I mean,
Forced movement does not provoke attack
No.
opportunities.
In that case, I will just walk out. That's 5. Yeah, grab. We should get going. That's 10 feet, and then I'll just action dash with her in tow for another 5, 10, 15, 20 towards the exit back here, which was what I'm assuming this is.
Yes. Okay. Poppy is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't care.
Not like death
Not
saving
right now.
throws. Not like death saving throws or anything. Just actually dead.
Yeah.
That's not
Okay.
traumatic at all.
Yep.
Been through worse. I didn't know this dragon.
Arson.
Cool.
Somebody's
I'm gonna
getting haunted.
everyone. I'm using everything I've got. Let's see. I'm gonna shoot that blood mage, the guy who walked up. He gets 2 attacks.
Okay.
Not an advantage. Actually, I'm gonna bonus action steady aim this first attack. So that way I do get advantage. And then I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay. Yes.
27. I'm going to use another distracting strike. Actually, no. I'm not going to use any of my maneuvers on this guy. He just takes that damage, and then is he still alive?
Yes.
Shooting him again.
Okay.
Not at advantage. No sneak attack on this one. So 11
Okay.
piercing damage.
Yeah.
And
2 bolts hit him like square in the back of the neck, and then he looks up at you.
action surge.
Okay.
I want that blood mage fucking dead. Hitting him again. That's a nat 1. Let's go with a precision strike to increase the attack. Please hit. I want this man dead. 14 plus 7 is 21.
That hits.
Yeah, he will take 13 more piercing damage. And then my final attack. Another nat 1. I'll just let this one miss. 14 to hit.
It does not.
All right. And are there any catwalks? Anything I could just move down?
There is sort of like an elevator apparatus attached to the back of it, back of the block up there that lowers down to where the catwalks start, or you could just cut one of the ropes and see how well you make it to the floor.
As much as I want to use the elevator, cutting those ropes sounds cool. Actually, I'm gonna pull out a bolt, grab the rope, and go look to the fire genasi and go. You can hang on, right?
What?
Just cut the rope.
Okay,
Crazy
make me,
bitch.
make me a dex save. Or you could do acrobatics. You could do an
Acrobatics?
acrobatics check to see how well you hit the floor.
Ooh, 11.
You should get a cool roll too.
Yeah, Frank doesn't roll real great either. You all come down, and it doesn't quite hit all the way to the floor because the rest of the ropes catch it before it crushes the people underneath you.
Necessary
But
casualties.
But it stops like 15 feet, 10 feet above the ground, let's say, and you take 10 bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone. And so is Frank.
10 bludgeoning damage, and I'm knocked prone. Then I'm going to stand up and then move 15 feet away from the box, probably to down here.
Is Frank
Okay.
alive?
Yeah.
Call an
I mean-
ambulance.
Yeah. He is not looking hot, but he's
For me.
got like a broken leg, and he's sort of in there, and he's like, Thanks, man."
And that is my turn.
All right.
Well, he's strong enough to be passive aggressive, so.
Yeah.
God damn it! Why does my
Do you have? Oh, poop. Alright, that's fine. This dude just comes barreling out of the audience over here and is gonna try and is this the right one? Yeah, stab you.
All right.
19 to hit?
That hits.
Alright, make me a con save. As this assassin comes up, you notice that this is a drow assassin.
14.
You fail. You take 27 damage.
Fuck.
5 piercing, 22 poison.
Oh damn.
I didn't know we're supposed to.
I should start using poison. What the fuck am I doing?
Cunning action, dodge, cunning action.
Yeah, dodge. I'm gonna dodge that.
Okay, you take half then.
Or uncanny dodge, that's what it's called.
Uncanny dodge,
Uncanny
yeah.
dodge.
You slip to the side and.
No. I don't have uncanny dodge.
Oh, you're not a high enough level rogue. Are you?
No, I'm only a level 3 rogue.
Oh no, he's gonna stab you again.
Oh no!
16?
16 does not hit.
Okay. He goes to stab you and you think, man, maybe if I worked a little bit harder I could dodge this. And
Maybe
as you
it's
think
not
it, you just like slide to the side and actually do dodge it.
Oh, hey!
And that's his turn. Lars, it's your turn.
Okay. Seeing that everybody's exiting in the backstage, Lars is going to follow, since all he is armed with is his dick. Let's see. So does he see Poppy's corpse?
Poppy's in my jacket.
Yeah. So
Oh,
no,
okay.
she is visible. She's not invisible anymore because she's dead,
But in
but
the
she is
jacket.
inside his jacket. So no, the
Concealed.
only person who's aware that she's dead is Ian.
And he hasn't told us shit.
I
Nope.
can't believe he's concealed carrying my pseudo daughter. I'm going to divorce then murder this man. Alright, order of operations. Fuck. Which one of them looks worse? Ian or Davril?
Probably Davril.
Yeah, I'm coughing up blood.
Davril, put that blood back in you. Let's see. Cure wounds. No, wait. Fuck, you got
Try.
the full blast, didn't you? Fuck.
Oh yeah, a lot of.
Yep.
This is from me to you. Fuck! Fuck! That was too many nat ones and twos.
Oh.
Fuck!
Oh, my
Yeah. He's like saying the prayer, but like the words are getting slurred, and he's like mixing words that he shouldn't be mixing. Like he's really panicked. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Bonus action. Hide.
Okay, roll stealth.
Alright, I'm breaking out the 15 here.
See, I tell you, it's a good game. Bye.
Yeah. Ian, you're looking at him, and then you can't see him. You're like, what the fuck just happened? Or maybe you're not like that. Because apparently, normal emotions no longer apply to this blueberry muffin.
Yeah, apparently.
We're 6 seconds into battle. I have time to process later.
You know what?
Maybe
You actually
have
a
time
good
to
point.
process later. Maybe.
Combat now,
Exactly. You
processing
can't
later.
process when you have a sword coming at you. Don't be silly. That's how you die.
Can I go faster if I drop emotions? Higher initiative.
Faster if I drop emotions.
Yes, obviously. Let's see. Okay, the Red Dragon Assassin is going to attempt to shoot the only person he can see, which is Arson.
Ah, fuck.
That's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Make me deck save.
Nat 20.
Wonderful. So you take 7 piercing damage, but only 10 fire damage as the bolt hits you and explodes.
Oh, hey, that's what I want to do. What the fuck?
Get yourself a better artificer, obviously. And
I thought I had the best, considering he can time travel.
he comes up here and attempts to hide, but you can fucking see him. He rolled a 10. Master Thief is going to chase after y'all. She is not about getting bitch slapped by Bubbles. She runs out the back.
Fuck
her. And is gonna go for a stab. That misses. That also misses. She stabs twice, and Bubbles just, like, kind of and turns into air very briefly as she moves out of the way. Victor, it's your turn.
Victor was preparing to hurl another bottle of wine and until she ran off the stage, and I was going to pursue her until I realized that Arson is getting the fuck beat out of him.
Help! Help!
God damn it, that's my merchandise! I start flying over the stage. 1, 2,
Merchandise?
4, 5, 6. I'm legally obligated to protect that man! How much HP do you have, Arson?
Not a lot. 35 out of 81. But I still haven't used stuff I've got.
I have 2 ideas. One of them is much wackier than the other. I cast Polymorph on Arson and turn him into a giant ape.
Oh!
Well, all right.
With my ice bucket, I hold it to the side and I throw my wand toward in his direction, and I raise it up as he begins to grow, and he becomes much hairier. If you don't resist, of course.
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
Also,
Because
it's
that's
very weird because you've never been an animal before. You're used to changing shape. But now you're an animal and you're like, this be weird.
Animorphs?
Oh.
Yeah.
I have a 23 strength now. Cool.
Excellent.
Alright, I was able to find Giant Ape in the extras. I have 157 HP on top of what I've got normally have.
Well, there you go.
And
well,
you're also...
I was just going to pull out a certain purple vial and drink that.
And
Oh
you're
my God.
you're also much larger as a token now.
Yeah, I'm large now.
And in charge.
Come here. Please cooperate.
The ape is going to smile at the tiny little thing in front of him.
He
Just
looks
like,
up at you.
"Err."
It's Bubbles' turn, and Bubbles is going to activate. What is this called? Enthralling performance. And so she's going to cast it on the Master Thief, the Assassin, on all the bad guys. And let's see if they're charmed or not.
She doesn't need to see them?
No, they just have to have watched and listened to her.
Oh.
And everybody did. And she rolled a natural 20 on her performance. So, a wisdom saving throw. The Master Thief fails. So she is charmed. We'll use that. The half dragon also fails. And is charmed. The Drow Assassin succeeds and is not charmed. The Warlock succeeds and is not charmed. The Blood Mage fails. It is charmed. And oh, and she still has that's no action. She can just do that once per short rest.
Oh.
Yeah. So she'll give. What is she gonna do? She doesn't have any spells for combat because she's not that kind of bard.
Assistance! Assistance!
Yeah, she doesn't. She no can. But what she will do is give bardic inspiration to Davril. And that's her turn. The Blood Mage is up to her bardic inspirations, and her bardic inspiration is a D8. Blood Mage is going to. It's gonna look at the ape. Gonna look at this, and he is going to do. Oh, he's charmed. He's just gonna sit back down in this chair. He just sits down and starts applauding. Davril, it's your turn.
How bad is this thief? Gonna be?
She is like, I'd say she's like at half health. She's been slapped in the face. She got a couple of bolts in her. You know, she's not looking great.
There. Let's just try to take her out of here. But let's go. I will bonus action. Yeah, we're gonna bonus action. Get the Shadow Blade on.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna strike down first. My Scimitar wounding. I don't get advantage or anything because she's stronger, right?
No.
Okay. And that misses. And then I will just hit again. This time just regular. +7. This is for the Shadow Blade.
Yes.
Okay.
17 does hit.
No, it actually has to be the Scimitar. So this is going to be just 1d6. So 12.
Okay.
And then I'm going to tack on Booming Blade.
Okay.
So an additional 4, and if she moves, 10.
Okay. You slash at her twice, and you see this sort of dazed look that had been in her eyes fade as the charm fails as she takes damage. And she comes to herself, but she's looking pretty rough.
I'll tell both Ian and wherever Lars, wherever Lars is, make sure to get Bubbles out of here. Try to hold this one off and then go help Arson. That'll be it for me.
Okay. It's the Warlock's turn, and she's gonna she? Oh, wonderful. She's going to look up. Okay, cool. She did
Uh-oh.
not fail her save. She's gonna look up at Victor and point her finger, and green hellfire spews out of her hand and make me a dex save.
Oh no, not dex save. 12?
Ooh, ooh. Okay. Oof. Big oof. You take 17 damage. So you take 5 necrotic damage and 12 fire damage.
Ah! And then my con save 20.
Wonderful. All right, Ian, it's your turn.
Are we all running? What's the are you going to stay and make sure they get out, or are you going to stay and try and kill them all?
I'm gonna stay. I'm saying you help escort Bubbles to safety, and wherever Lars is, hopefully he'll help too. But I'll try to handle this one, and then help out there.
Damn it,
Oh.
damn it. I wish I could articulate keep one alive for reasons, but I can't.
I can help.
We know the reasons.
I can help. I'm not nearly as useless as I might look.
I don't think you're useless, but it's just like top priority is safety. You know, keeping your.
How very sexist of you.
Okay.
But she winks at you and she does it.
In that case, I will once again just grab Bubbles' hand and run out the door. 15, 20, 25, 30.
I'm gonna roll to see if she goes with you. Let's see. She will go with you to the door, but when you try to pull her through the door, she won't go any further than that. You get the impression that she is not willing to put her own safety. At the very least, she's going to hold the door for them so that there's an escape route.
Oh, good. She wants to fight the war.
What a gentle lady holding the door for others.
Hold the door as a means of egress.
Hodor?
Yes, Hodor. So that's as far as she's willing to go. You can keep going out the door if you'd like, but she's not going to go any further.
That may I have no reason to do that.
Okay.
Just gonna chill then.
Okay. Arson.
All right. A few things. One, I want to grapple the dark elf in front of me.
Okay. Make an athletics. Give me athletics.
23.
Damn. Damn, son. He's gonna attempt acrobatics to get out of that. And rolls a 25.
Fuck. Well then,
You reach out for him and he slips out the bottom of your ape hand.
Then I'm gonna
Just
grab just grab a chair next to me and then hit him with it. I guess I'll just do a fist attack, because that also does a fuck ton of damage. 13 to hit?
Nope.
No.
That damage, though.
Oh shit!
That damage, though. Maybe turning into a giant ape isn't that bad. Fuck. And that is my turn.
Okay.
Because I am a giant ape. And I go,
Because you monkey.
I am monkey.
You monkey. All right. It's the
'Cause
assassin's turn.
What I wanted to do is I wanted to grab him and throw him at the
That
the
would
witch over here.
that would have been good. That
You
would have been.
motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Yes, that would have been excellent.
Somebody give that man advantage.
Get back to turn 2. Fuck it.
All right, let's see. What is my assassin gonna do here? I'm gonna make him. He's gonna make an intelligence saving throw and see if he thinks he should run away from this monkey. He is dumb. Apparently, he does not believe that. So he is gonna. He's gonna stab you.
Ooh.
24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. My AC's 12 as a monkey.
Okay. You take. Make a con save.
Oh. But as a monkey, my con save is a +7. Fuck!
Oh, you take 37 damage.
37 damage. That's fine. That's fine. I got 157 hit points.
You're beefy.
And then he stabs you again
Where's my
for another 24. Make another con save.
That hits. 27 damage was the first one.
37 damage was the first one.
10, and then another con save.
Mm-hmm.
11.
Okay. Yeah, that's you beat the DC. So you will instead of taking 36 damage, you'll take 21 damage.
All right, 21.
And that's his turn. Lars, it's your turn.
Ow.
Lars is okay. So Lars is gonna try to jump scare this woman. He's gonna jump up on the chair, and he's going to he's basically going to look like he has his gun in the air. He does not have his gun in the air. He's just gonna fucking shout, "I killed a man by accident, but I won't kill you by accident." And I'm gonna use my fucking what's it called? That thing.
Don't you
Stand
need a
and deliver.
firearm
Stand
for
and
that?
deliver.
Do I need my firearm?
No,
just here's some reputation.
Yeah, so make me a performance check to see if she believes that you have a gun, or a deception check.
I have a gun!
And then I'll do the...
Oh no!
She does
Oh,
not
no.
believe that you have a gun.
So it does not work.
But what's the save again?
So it
What
says that
kind of save is it? Sorry.
it's a charisma save, but I was
Okay.
wondering what the DC was. Is it my spell
It's gonna be
casting?
it's gonna be 10 plus your proficiency bonus, so it should be 15. Right, your proficiency bonus is at 5 right now.
No, mine's 3.
Oh, because no, you're right. I can't fucking read. It's 3, so it's 13.
Okay, so 13 DC, so they're gonna make
Yeah.
a charisma save. And I don't think it's relevant. Any
Like-
other enemies that are 10 feet within me, or near me, not in me.
She rolled a natural 1.
I don't need a gun to intimidate people.
No. Nope. No.
You know, knives
So
are just as
sh-
effective.
So are
Um,
soft orc boys, apparently. She's frightened.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
what weapon do you have?
Oh, I have a weapon. Does rude gesture at pants?
Oh. Okay. She's frightened. Cool. Anything
Also,
else?
I literally did jump scare her. I was like hidden and I just jumped.
Yeah, you jumped out.
Oh shit. Healing word at Ian. The word is help. But like giving you help, not asking for help. There we go. That's it for my turn.
It's just help.
Send them away.
All right. The assassin, the half-red dragon assassin, just is also charmed and sits down and just starts applauding. the Master Thief is afraid of Lars.
Can't get closer to him.
Can't get any closer to him. So she's going to back away this way. So she's farther away from him. And she's...
And
Cool. She takes the 10 thunder damage. She's frightened. Didn't think about the fact that she was currently hit with Booming Blade. And neither did I. And she's going to attempt to stab Davril at disadvantage twice.
Lars, you're not going to take an opportunity attack?
I was actually gonna ask that.
You can punch her if you'd like to. Does
Never. I'll do it just for the meme, but you know, we don't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. You punch her real hard in the back of the head as she runs away, and she just goes, ugh, and looks at you, and then she's like, she has a moment where, like, this almost undoes the work you did of frightening her, because it just felt like she got hit, like, really squarely on the back of the head, but with, like, a wet paper towel.
Thank you. Thank you.
The highest that she rolled was a 14, which I assume does not hit you.
yeah, that misses.
Okay. But she's only afraid of you until the end of this turn, right, Lars?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not that long.
Okay.
Until the end of your next round.
Oh, it's your next turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so then she still is frightened. Cool. She takes...
From the wounding effect.
Yeah.
But she can make a save on it.
Right. Oh, she saves. She's no longer wounded. Victor, it's your turn.
The one who's shooting at me, as the flame around me disperses and I have been burned a bit, I go, "You bitch!" and I hurl a wine bottle at her. I cast wine!
I cast wine!
You cast red.
I cast
Darling,
Sangiovese.
Darling, this is a very, very cheap bottle of wine.
I was gonna say, did you ask for like the top shelf or bottom shelf? Specifically.
I just said Sangiovese. I don't care what kind they brought me. I intended to throw these.
She fails.
Wait, you planned to throw wine today? Motherfucker.
I ordered wine not to drink it, to throw it. Did she pass?
No, she failed.
Oh, she failed. She gets clocked with another bottle of wine. 17 damage.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And then I'm gonna fly away from her because fuck that lady.
Yeah, she takes
5.
the wine bottle square to the middle of her forehead, and it knocks the decorative headdress that she was wearing off of the top of her head. And she is looking dazed and confused.
Nice. I'll fly over there and end my turn.
It's Bubbles' turn. And what Bubbles will do is... Bubbles is going to use her Mantle of Inspiration, expend another Bardic Inspiration, and all of her allies within 60 feet of her that you can see. So, that you can see, yeah. So, Ian, Lars, and Davril, and I think that you are not on. Yep, she can't see Victor because he. Or no, she can't see Victor because you can see out through the curtain. And Victor will all get 8 temporary HP. You can also immediately use your reaction, if you haven't used it yet, to move your up to your full speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Oh.
I don't know this kind of bard.
I guess I'll use it to... You said half speed?
Your full. You can move up to your full speed.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll hang out over here.
Okay.
I can move.
No, because she can't. Are you within 60 feet? Let's see.
No,
She can
I'm
do
not
it.
within 60 feet.
Yeah, you have to be within 60 feet. She could see you, but you're not within 60 feet. She's going to, with her action, send a message to Arson. And she just says, I believe we're running if you wanted to join us.
She receives back a and that's it.
Is your friend usually a monkey?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because my mental stats are also that of a monkey.
Yeah. Blood Mage is still clapping. Daffodil, it's your turn.
All right, let's what's in this? This is for 24 to hit,
Yeah, that'll do it.
and then let's see for the second one, 14 to hit. So she takes 14 on the first one, and I'm assuming the 14 doesn't hit.
A 14 does not hit.
Okay. And then I will bonus action swing with the Shadow Blade. We're just gonna use the 23 to hit.
Yeah, you don't need to hit her again. She's dead.
Okay.
Yeah. That first one did it.
Okay. Alright. One down. I'm just gonna step over and kind of get a look at what's happening out here. I
Okay.
see the giant monkey for the first time.
Yeah, you see the monkey. You see that I'm not moving all of these guys. Just imagine that the crowd has, at this point, figured out that this is real when the light box fell from the ceiling and has scattered. But I am not individually deleting all of these people.
Okay. That makes me feel slightly better about it.
Yeah. Let's say that there are people gathered at the exits, but there's not anybody in the middle there.
Okay. Yes. If the innocent people have escaped, I will then let's see. No, it's right here. Right about here.
So that means we can pretty easily identify who is the not innocent people, right?
Yes. I forgot that I
From
grouped these people up.
yes, from right here. I guess. How is the drow and the fighter dude looking? Dragon assassin.
The dragon assassin looks untouched, but is just sitting and applauding. The drow is completely untouched.
The monkey looks like he wants to grab the drow again, but do whatever you want to the drow, please, please, please.
Please. Well, because you said please, I think I'm going to cast a fireball. It's just
Fireball?
Fireball. Yeah, I will cast. Yeah, I'll go ahead and cast fireball. Oh wait, no, I've already used my turn.
I was gonna say you.
This is a totally Geez, I've had too much. No, I guess I can't do anything.
I was like,
My friend is 3.
Look,
My friend.
there was a lot in here. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Yeah. No. I used my sword to kill her. Yeah. No. Never mind. I'm done. Yes.
okay, cool.
Was it mixed with anything, or is it just whiskey?
I mean, like different kinds of whiskey.
Different kinds!
Whiskey?
What you what?
God's drunkest engineer.
So like it was like honey flavored, and then I had like that Royal Crown vanilla mixed in there. Look, it's been a long.
Wait, are you
Wait,
drinking a
that's the
King's
end of mine,
Cup?
sir. Huh?
Are you drinking a King's Cup?
Oh
I don't know what you call this.
He's been drinking that. Haven't you been seeing him?
I'm here for it.
I mean, that's how I started the Mega Man incident, but
Mega Man.
yeah. Take it from a blackout drunk. Be careful with that.
That'll be fine.
Keep up the good work.
It'll be fine. That's what I said during that first drink.
Yeah, so I'm done.
Excellent.
No, but what about in the game?
Oh no, it's that woman who wants me.
It is. It's the warlock's turn.
Oh my god, is that drow? Do I recognize the drow? Can I go on?
Yeah, the next attack on that warlock is still at advantage.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So she's going to look around, and she's gonna look at Victor. Oh, that's perfect. And she's gonna cast banishment on you.
Oh what?
So make me a charisma save.
Oh no, that's my worst stat.
Victor.
On Victor.
Victor.
Oh, okay.
14?
Cool. He can still maintain.
You fail.
Oh no.
So you are banished.
Classic.
Question: if I was concentrating on that ape, and then I disappear, but I'm not injured, does the spell break?
I'm gonna ask the internet.
You didn't take any damage, so you don't need to roll a concentration check. So no, it technically does not. You're still concentrating on said spell.
But I'm in a different dimension. Can I still hold the spell from this far away?
That would be a DM thing. I have no idea. There's no written rules that say anything about that.
I was like,
Trust me.
there's like nothing in the spell that says if you don't take damage. I don't know.
God, I gotta transfer the knowledge
Well, so
that I have
technically,
about Dungeons and
you're
Dragons to
incapacitated while you're banished,
Oh.
which means that you can't hold concentration.
Well, fuck.
Sorry, ape.
Oh, so you're not just existing in the other plane?
No, you're incapacitated.
Somebody hit that bitch. Bring me back.
So, you are not a monkey anymore.
No more monkey.
Ow.
Ow. No
I
more
turn
monkey.
back to my normal self and go, well, shit. Reach into pocket.
Boop. That's her turn. Ian, it's your turn.
I am going to. It seems like everything's relatively alright back here at least. I'm going to take a moment to secretly try and cast Cure Wounds on Poppy.
Okay. You do that, and I would say you don't even have, like, she's touching you, right? I would say that would count as touch. Nothing happens.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's all Ian's got.
Okay. Arson.
I'm now no longer a monkey. It's like, oh, hey.
Stop.
So, you were hired by the CW, right?
What makes you think that I am not part of that?
Because you're attacking a certain person. Anyway, I represent a certain opposition to that, and do you know what this is? I pull out a purple vial and shake it in front of their face.
Of course I know what that is. It's lean.
Good. I pop up the cork and drink it. Bonus action, I am taking lean. I have now been hasted.
Lovely.
My,
Make me just an intelligence check.
intelligence check?
This
Yeah.
is not about the lean.
This is not about the lean.
No.
Intelligence check. This is not the best time to take lean.
Oh. No. You think about it for a minute, and like, man, I feel like the fact that this guy is drow should probably mean something to me in this context. But you're like, I don't know, I was just a monkey, so fuck if I know.
I was just a monkey.
I
I'm
know.
literally coming out of lucidity. Anyway, I get a +2 bonus to my AC. I now have an extra action that I can use for attacking, and I'm going to fuck this drow up. Thank God I have crossbow expert, because that means I can shoot him directly in the fucking face, which I'm going to do. 17 to hit.
17 hits.
17 hits. He takes 16 piercing damage.
All right. Let's go.
And then I'm going to hit him again. For 16.
19. But yes, that also hits.
Oh, 19. I'm looking at the dice itself. Oh, no, that was a 6. 19 also hits.
Mhm.
And then I am going to use my hasted action to hit him a third time. God damn it! I wish I had tripping attack now.
Yes, 24 does also hit. So that's another 9.
Oh, I rolled
Okay.
a nat 1 on that one. And then I'm going to bolt 30 feet without doing a bonus action because I already used it to about right here.
Mm-hmm.
He
He's
can
gonna
make
try to. He's gonna try and do it. Who's gonna do it? Ah, nope, that's a 12.
All right, cool. And then
Cool.
I am going to sit here.
All right. Anything else?
I don't have any other bonus actions, but oh wait, I have double speed. I forgot about that. I can actually move to about right here. And that is my turn. Actually, I'm going to move on to the other side of the thing. You just see Arson pop up on the other side of the curtain and go, he looks fucked up. And that's Arson's turn.
Okay. It's the assassin's turn. The assassin is going to use its entire turn to run backstage. Oh, actually, Davril, you're on stage, aren't you? You were on the other side of the curtain.
Yep, regrettably.
So he can get to there. Cool. So what he's going to do is hop up on the stage to there, and he's going to fire his light crossbow at you. For a natural 1, it breaks. He pulls it back, and this is like shoddy drow workmanship, and one of the arms just pops off. And that's his turn. Lars, it's your turn.
Arson, could use some healing if you got any.
Where are you?
I'm
Oh,
right
you're right in front of me. I was trying to figure out a fun fact. I was like looking, I was like, I think I need to heal wands. Let's see the map there. And then you're like, I'm right in front of you, I need healing. I'm like, alright, well that makes it simple, doesn't it?
Heal wands. I'm not even there.
You ever hate a motherfucker so much you just ignore him? Alright,
Wait, do you hate Lars? Or do you hate? Never mind.
Lars
That
does
makes
hate
sense.
Lars. What?
Lars-
Yes, Lars hates a significant amount of the party, including himself.
Yeah. How injured is he? How
Yes. The answer is yes.
All right, just because you're.
I did my best to whoop his ass out there.
I'm trying to play a tank and a rogue at the same time. It turns out they don't work.
I could have told you that one. I did that myself. I feel like this is like the backstage, like I'm a coach, and I'm like, all right, get back out there. I'm gonna give him cure wounds. And we rolled high this time too. by Lathander.
Oh, thank God, 17 HP.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, wait, 6. I can count. Hey, DM, could I possibly just hide in plain sight in the middle of the fucking stage?
No.
Fair enough.
Now, unless you have something that turns you invisible.
If you were more towards, like, over
Yeah.
here, because this is where your tree was, you could hide in some of the scenery, but you were, like, literally in the middle of where Bubbles was doing her performance, so
Yeah,
there
I
is
figured.
nada.
I figured. I just wanted to ask, you know? That's it.
All
For my
right.
turn.
He's still clapping. Master Thief is dead.
God damn,
Get out of
that
here.
is smooth.
Victor is banished.
We should probably attack that person.
Who casted it on him?
The warlock.
She's, like, down here in the darkness somewhere.
No, I can't see.
In the darkness.
I can't see her,
I can't.
because apparently my goggles of night only give me 60 feet of vision.
She over here. This one. This bench.
Disbench.
Victor, you are incapacitated and floating in a harmless pocket of space.
He's
You're
just
like-
like uncontrollably like doing backflips through the space, just cursing.
Yeah.
No, you're incapacitated. I was like, can you cast, like, planar travel and come back?
Nope.
Bubbles' turn. What is the range on this? Why do I have to have numbers? Doot, doot, doot. Okay. Bubbles will do this again. Make sure that's right. Bubbles is gonna use Mantle of Majesty and cast Command on the Drow. And she takes a deep breath and just like projects in that way people who are in the theater do and tells him to grovel.
Oh, good.
And he's gotta make a save. Let's see how good he is at this. Do you, is you wise? You is no. But he rolled a natural 20.
Motherfucker.
Yep. So that did not work, and that's... Bubbles will give a bardic inspiration to Arson. Blood mages clapping. Davril, it's your turn.
Alrighty. I'm gonna walk up to this guy. I'm gonna take a couple strings at him.
15 is his AC.
It's the second time. 9 was certainly not good.
Nope.
So 13 on the first one. I'm gonna add a booming blade to this. Okay, so an additional 6 on top of that 13.
Okay. You take one really solid hit on him and carve up the front of his chest, and just like a gout of blood and a wound opens across his sternum, and he is looking pretty rough.
Alright, bonus action.
Chat, be
attack with
quiet.
the
Real quiet today.
Shadow Take an additional 16 second damage.
All right. Yeah. Went from looking like a little dazed and confused to like on death's door.
And that is it for me.
All right. 'Tis the warlock's turn, and she is going to. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. She's gonna cast Hellfire on Davril. Ooh! She's gonna cast. She's actually going to cast Hellfire on Lars.
No,
Because it explodes in a 10-foot radius.
no.
So it gets both of you. I need both of you to make me dex saves.
Does it get the drow as well?
Not if she casts it on. No, maybe she does. Let's see.
No, because on Lars.
No, she does. She doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, alright, cool. Our enemies don't give a shit about their allies. That's an advantage to us.
I say.
I'm waiting
Oh,
for you to say it.
So the assassin rolled a natural 20 and has evasion, so he takes no damage. If you saved, you take. Ooh, she rolled real low. You take 7 total damage. 6 fire damage, 1 necrotic damage.
No, we're not in a sci-fi. I don't need Star Fox playlist.
Ian, it's your turn.
Well, it doesn't seem like my friends are retreating anymore. So, I'm just going to do this. And I will just cast Disguise Self. And I'm Bubbles. I look like Bubbles. There's now 2 Bubbles. Let's hope they don't go for the real one then.
50-50 shot.
Does my hair really look like that?
It's
I'm
a little
pretty good
flowy.
at this.
I mean, it looks good on you, but it's a little flowy.
It's hard to keep my hair down. It's the static.
I was
know.
gonna say volume.
Well, yes, but also I seem
Also,
to
how
have
do
an
you get-
affinity for lightning.
I was gonna say, how do you keep your hair like that? But you're an air genasi.
Mhm.
I'm whatever the fuck I am.
If there's nothing else, Ian?
Nope.
Okay. Arson.
Right. I'm gonna bonus action. Second wind. My bonus action economy is fucked. I can do so many things as a bonus action, but I only got one of those. Where is my second wind? There it is. I get 9 HP. Bam. And then I am going to pop onto the other side of the curtain. I can't see what's her name over here.
The warlock?
Yeah, the warlock. 5 feet. That took me 5 feet. I can move another 25 feet. I can now see her.
Yeah.
She is getting. I'm going to use a bonus action to steady aim.
You don't
And
need to.
she-
Nobody's hit her since you put the advantage on her.
Oh, I don't need to.
Because
I already
Victor
used
hit
my
her
bonus
once, but it was a save. It wasn't an attack roll.
I hit her once, and now, well, here we go. I'm going to hit her again for advantage. That is a 31. And she gets sneak attack. She takes 23 total damage.
All right.
In order to
let's
save, she needs
see.
to beat a 12.
She does. 17.
17. Then I'm going to use another thing to do another distracting strike, and add a D8 to that damage.
Holy moly.
So she takes another 6 damage, and she still has advantage on the next attack. I'm gonna shoot her again.
Okay. Give me a second to do math.
All right.
That distracting shot, the technique with that damage would be included in the first attack, right?
Yes.
Okay. So she would still save from that. So that's all one shot.
All right. Cool. She still doesn't get sneak attack because unfortunately I only get that once a turn.
Right.
But that's a nat 20. God damn it! I wish.
Wow.
Oh well.
Yeah, she's dead.
Oh, she's dead.
She's dead. How do you kill her?
A bolt hits her in the shoulder. She looks down at that, looks up at me. I cock my heavy crossbow again, and I'll just say, if you meet any of your other CW friends in hell, tell them arson sent you. And I'm gonna shoot her again, and this time it'll hit her right between the eyes.
Yeah, it does. The bolt snaps that thin bone of her nasal bone and just embeds itself and goes further than you would think if you hadn't spent the bulk of your natural life shooting people in the face with crossbow bolts. And it just sinks in so only the fletching is sticking out of her face. And she just falls. And then a whirl of green hellfire encapsulates her body. And she dies.
I don't get the Flash reference.
And then I'll turn to the assassin right up here.
I will say, when you didn't kill her with the first one, did you?
No, I did not.
Just for funsies, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm good at those. 21.
Excellent. You pass, but you still will take 10 necrotic damage as she fiendish rebukes you, and then you cough, take the damage, and then shoot her again. And she dies, and her flesh is consumed by her fiendish patron.
I may need to get a water bottle after this turn. And then I'm going to attack use my hasted action to attack the drow, and this time, how many? 19 to hit?
That hits. He's dead.
He's dead. Okay, cool. I don't need to use anything.
He had single digits of health left.
And then I'll immediately whip around, cock my heavy crossbow again, fire a third time, and this guy, Davril, you're just sitting there looking at this guy, and then all of a sudden a bolt hits him in the neck, and then blood pours out of the wound, just like I hit both the arteries on both sides. And then he's gonna just lay down on the ground.
I DM'd it to him.
Like a terrible neck wound that I've seen hundreds of times in many World War II movies.
As that happens, it just is like a gout of blood, and you catch a little bit of hot blood in the face, Davril, as this happens, and he falls. And I will say that we are out of combat. Because the last two are charmed and will be for the next hour.
Mars?
Yes.
Revivify.
What?
I hold out Poppy's limp body. Revivify.
He,
You have about
stops.
6 seconds.
Do it now.
He just sprints, adrenaline rush, and just runs over and casts Revivify.
You can cast You have Revivify?
I've had Revivify.
Mm-hmm.
Does it work?
He offered to use it during the torture scene.
He did offer to use it during the torture scene.
Right, I stopped him.
You have the diamond, right?
Yes.
Okay. Ian's holding out Poppy's limp body, and everybody who sees this, Poppy is usually a riot of, when you can see her, iridescent orange scales and these big teal glittering eyes and her fluffy little antenna and like these big colorful wings. And as she's lays there dead in his hands, you see that the spark that makes Poppy Poppy isn't there. And it almost looks like the color is drained out of her. And his hands are just awash with her blood. And you adrenaline rush and you rush backstage, and you're fumbling in your bag to grab the diamond, and you hold it out, and you're holding out this diamond, and it's nearly as big as Poppy because she's so small around and seems even smaller in this instance. And you hold it over her body and you pray. What do you say?
Lathander, please. Just not. Let me save one life. Please. One life is all I ask.
And the medallion, the symbol of Lysander that you wear, where it's entwined with the locket that Dame L'Oreal gave you, it heats up, but instead of burning you, it feels warm, like a father's hand on your shoulder, like someone who loves you, who gives you consolation and comfort. And you hold the diamond out and it shatters in your hand into dust and falls across her body and almost seems to sink into her scales. And where each of the little motes of diamond dust touch, those scales seem to gain a little bit of color back and a little bit of sparkle. And as the last bit of dust falls and it lands directly between her eyes, her big blue glittery eyes open, and she looks up. Where did I go?
That's always the question, isn't it?
And you can feel her, like, just, this is not a creature that you've ever seen be really scared before, and she is just shaking, like uncontrollably trembling in your hands.
What? Arson's gonna ask, what the fuck happened?
Well,
We-
you remember the start of the fight where there was the giant column of blood?
I thought we were prepared for this.
Prepared for the giant column of blood?
Not for death.
Clearly we are.
I thought she was your familiar. What the fuck happened?
She's not my familiar. She's like more of a party pet.
Excuse me?
Well, when we first... this was quite a long story. We can do this at a bar.
No,
When
we
you
were doing this now.
Just
When you call her the party pet, you feel in this sort of telepathic link to her, you feel her heart break, and she jumps out of your hands, and like her wings aren't steady yet, and she sort of drunkenly flies, and she just crawls inside Lars's bag and pulls the flap down over her.
We can't do this now, but you and I are having a conversation. I will point to Ian, and then I'm going to run over to the other two guys, and I'm going to tie them up with anything I've got. I think I've got rope, 50 feet of
Yeah.
it.
Make sleight of hand just to see what the escape DC might be if they weren't currently charmed for the next hour.
Escape DC is 22.
Okay. Yeah, they sort of let you tie them up. They're still enamored of the performance. So you've got the Blood Mage and the Red Dragon Assassin, and Bubbles will go out and sort of join the people that are out here, and will tell you they'll be, that'll last an hour or so. The power
Okay.
of music.
Do you have somewhere that we can put them where it's preferably soundproof?
This is a music conservatory. We have lots of soundproof rooms.
Also, do you feel morally, on the right side about what happens to these people?
No. I like, fuck.
Here we go again!
Lars, shut up.
Technically, Lars and Ian did not come out
Yeah,
after.
no, we're having.
We don't need to subject. I'm there. I'm like, well, we're not going to subject her to what you're about to do. Assuming what I'm picking up, like, look, just take him to her room and you can be alone.
Do you?
Are-
Okay, I have to ask. Do you not want me to do some advanced interrogation techniques on these people?
Oh, you'd want to ask them questions.
He's gonna talk.
Yes, but I feel like at the end of those questions, they're going to be missing fingers.
Oh.
Or toes. Or limbs.
Okay. Well.
Depending on how I feel. And I am very angry, and they may bleed out before I can get those answers.
Oh.
I will just if Ian is even...
She looks at the Blood Mage, and she casts Command, and she says, "Speak." And he automatically fails because he's charmed by her.
Are you members of the Cowled Wizards?
No.
So you've been hired. Well then, that doesn't answer any of my questions.
Was hired by the Zentarum.
That's even worse. Fuck. Looks like I need to make... If I were to release you and give you back to the Zentarum, would they be willing to have a conversation?
Possibly. I know that they were working with... I was told that they had been hired by another thieves guild out of Alm.
It's not a thieves guild. Wait. Who hired you?
I was hired by the Zentarum. They told me that they were doing a job for a thieves guild out of Alm.
It's not a thieves guild.
I mean, the Shadow Thieves sounds like a thieves guild.
You were hired by the Shadow Thieves.
I was hired by the Zentarum. They told me that the Shadow Thieves hired them.
The Shadow Thieves haven't hired anyone. Wait.
That's what I know.
How much do I trust this person? Fuck. He's got several
He's telling the
spells.
truth.
He's telling the truth.
Arsenal, what'd you know about this?
I
You're part of the Shadow Thieves, aren't you?
I am part of the Shadow Thieves. I was their best agent until I retired, and then I came back.
Well, then what the hell's this?
I have no fucking idea.
Do the Shadow Thieves know who Bubbles is?
I mean,
I was hired to protect you. I had no instructions whatsoever regarding Bubbles.
I understand. Fuck, I don't remember her name because I'm a little drunk right now.
Marika?
Who's going
No,
around?
no, my employer.
Tannis?
Tannis.
Tannis is the head of the Shadow Thieves, right? She is
They are. Yeah.
the de facto leader.
Your boss.
I have been telling
the
her
Dana here.
everything. Like, everything I learn, I send in a message to her. Cause I'm a good soldier, spy, / whatever the fuck I am.
Did you say
She...
that out loud?
No, I don't say that out loud. Cause I'm drunk.
I, Arson, am a good.
I said everything to her.
I mean, you know what? That'd be the best second declaration of the party. When you need a bathroom, you get a stage.
On stage, I say, I am a shadow thief.
Do you want to ask anybody else or go search the bodies?
I'll switch to the bodies at this point. It's obvious that they were hired by a third party from the Zentarum. I think I need to have a conversation with the Zentarum.
They just
What the-
admitted that they were hired by the Shadow Thieves, which you work for.
I know I work for. I don't know how. Because
Do you want to ask the other one?
Bubbles say that? Yeah, I'll ask that. I'll ask the other one. Were you hired? Who
She
were you
points
hired
at them
by?
and says, "Speak," because she can do that at will if they're charmed by her. The half-red dragon stops mid-clap and looks at you. I'm part of the Zentarum.
Who hired the Zentarum to make this hit?
I was told that it was the Shadow Thieves.
That
I saw the it was a woman. A woman hired us. Paid an awful lot of money for this.
Can you describe her to me?
Drow?
I know Tess isn't also a changeling, is she? No. Or is they?
Tannis is not. Tannis is human.
Tannis is human, very much so. So a drow. Well, the Zentarum was tricked. If I let you go, will you go peacefully?
The Zentarum was tricked by who?
The cowled wizards.
How do you know that?
Because I am an agent of the Shadow Thieves.
If you let me go, I will go back and report what has happened here to my boss.
All right. Tell the Zentarum, which is weird they're operating in this city. I thought the Xanathars Guild would be in more charge here, but the Zentarum is to not trust any I don't want to be racist, but at this point, fuck. The Zentarum is not to trust any
Say it.
hit,
Say the line.
any hit made by a dark elf.
There
Any
we go.
question, any-
There we go. Racism has been achieved.
I can't guarantee that because money spends.
I know money
But-
talks, but
I could get you a I could get you a meeting with my superior.
that would be amazing. Actually, I would love to talk to your superior.
Between you and me, he gestures towards the blood mage that's still tied up. You should probably kill him.
Without question, I litter that guy full of bolts. Just every action, everything. He is now a pincushion.
Easy enough. Yeah.
Doesn't hesitate.
Yeah. Freelancer has a bit of a reputation for not taking losing well.
I understand.
Also, where do you think he gets all that blood?
Blood magic kind of makes my skin crawl.
It's gross. Just use a knife or an arrow like normal assassins.
I've met this one half-orc in Baldur's Gate. He does weird shit with blood magic. I don't understand it. Like, his sword catches on fire.
Oh no, I hate
It's fucking
those.
weird.
I hate the blood hunters. I've met one.
Yeah.
The worst.
I
I
mean,
don't-
they make great bounty hunters, though, and monster hunters, but
But it just takes all of the fun out of assassinations.
yeah, if they're willing to hurt themselves, why the fuck should I hurt you?
Yeah. You want me to get you a meeting with Rebecca the Knave?
Rebecca the Knave.
Hmm.
Yes, get me a meeting with Rebecca the Knave.
Where can I find you?
You can leave it in the dead drop behind whatever tavern I went to
Let's call it the
other dead
mouse
drop.
hole.
You can leave it in the dead drop behind the mouse hole. That I will retrieve it there.
All right. I can go, and he says it, but he ostensibly towards you, but he's looking at Bubbles as he says it.
Miss, can you? I'm going to untie this man. Can you give this man permission to leave?
You can leave. When you go to untie him, you see that he's worked both of his hands free of the ropes, and he was just sitting there because he was charmed.
Damn, you're good. All right. From, one expert to the next. Respect.
Check the dead drop before midnight. I'll have your answer.
Remind me the name of the inn.
The
Mouse
mouse hole.
The inn's called the mouse hole?
No, the bar with the dead drop behind it is called the mouse hole.
Victor flew back up to the balcony and descends back down to the stage with retrieving the martini he set down.
It was fast enough that it's still cool. It's a little bit more room temperature than you'd prefer, but it was very good martini. So it's still good.
I'm gonna grab the guy, the half or the dragonborn before he leaves. There's a no hit. Bubbles is now on the no hit list. Asked by the Shadow Thieves.
I'm flattered that you think I have that sort of power, but I'll pass the information along to Rebecca the Knave.
I understand. I'm going to talk to Tanis about about Miss Bubbles here. I'm surprised you're willing to attack this place, actually. I don't think the Zentarum is willing to grab the attention of Henbane.
The little curly-haired thing?
Yeah, you don't want her attention. She kills dragons for a living.
She seems a little silly.
I understand, but one punch from her face can cause you to, like, just stand there for about 12 seconds, and that's enough to end you.
Yeah.
She kind of sounds hot now, actually. That's the thing I'm
Look.
gonna have to work out on my own.
Look, I
Can I
understand. Yeah, you can go. Just if you get, I understand the hotness that you get from, getting caught by the law. She's just like, oh no, you've caught me. Whatever shall I do? It's just.
I mean, yeah. There's something about a dangerous woman, you know?
I understand. Trust me, I understand.
But she just seems so silly.
But she will punch you 12 times before you can end a sentence.
You're not making this sound less appealing.
God damn it, man. Go on. You have my approval. If you get caught by Henbane, good luck.
God's horniest punching bag.
Now, I know this is all very dramatic, but holds up ice bucket. I still have one bottle of wine left, guys.
Pour it. We're going to need it.
I guess I'm gonna go around like the seats in the audience and just start picking up like glasses and emptying them out, and then I pour the wine.
Bubbles will prestidigitate each of them so they don't get other people's germs.
I just look around. I need some glasses. I start flying and just picking up glasses from the chairs. Pour everyone some wine to go. Did somebody say a? Did somebody mention a bar?
Yeah, we're going to need a bar.
Lars is just trauma crying into Ian. She's had this is two things that it's one of these things too bad. Two of these things back to back? No.
I approached Lars, who's crying, and I just tap you twice with the glass. Here, take this.
Larson's just gonna pull out his own flask and just take a long pull from it.
You all notice that none of the levels of the wine in your glasses goes down, as it might have normally gone down.
We'll see, I got her sober.
Crying noises. Just crying noises. Yeah, Lars is just like crying on you.
Everybody make me a perception check.
Perception. 19.
Lars, you're too busy. Lars and Davril, you're too busy crying. Lars is busy crying. Davril's like reeling from getting his shit rocked.
My focus is still on Arson, even though it might not have been. I don't trust him and Shadow Thieves.
Okay.
Face.
Yeah.
Getting Shadow Thieves mode is done. Dad mode has been activated.
So Arson and Ian both noticed this, and Victor, you never had a telepathic link with Poppy, so you don't notice it, but you do notice that there's something weird. They've both noticed something weird, and you're not sure what it is. But that little thread that felt like almost like it was a string between two tin cans that was your telepathic link with Poppy has been cut. Nobody can feel her in their brains. Nobody who's had a telepathic link with her can.
I'm gonna wait till we get to a bar at this point before I start pointing fingers.
Okay. Do you want to make your way towards the Dancing Dragon, or do you want to find a bar along the way?
I swear to God, Henbane is an alcoholic. There's gotta be like a secret bar somewhere in the temple, someplace
What?
where we're
Oh.
safe.
Oh, you want to stay here? Bubble says this, and she's like, "Oh yeah, come on."
Yeah, I kind of feel like you'll help with the blaming game, the blame game. You'll see. You'll see.
Okay. She leads you all out, and you actually, as you go out, you see that there is just like a whole bunch of monks and clerics and paladins standing outside of the theater, just waiting to see who is going to escape, to see if they were basically content to let you assholes deal with it, and they were waiting to see if who won, really. They weren't going to let anybody escape.
Fuck. Yeah, no, Arson is angry enough. Were you going to sit here and let us, or let the enemy win?
Well, they didn't, did they?
They didn't, but fuck, we could have used reinforcements.
Knowledge comes with experience.
I
You've had an
understand,
experience now.
but if something happens in one of your shows and shit goes down, shouldn't you descend upon it like a set of angry hornets upon an opponent that has entered your hive?
Well,
I'll invoice you.
We have approximately 15 clerics right here who could have ameliorated any sort of issue. And also, we sort of have a let adventurers do their adventuring business policy here. If you were all really going to die, we would have come in.
I understand, but one of your own was in trouble. Miss Bubbles here is wanted by the Cald Wizards, if that means anything to you. So,
Doesn't, but
there's a very powerful... Never mind, I don't have time to go into this. Just protect her, if it means anything to you.
he looks at her and looks at the rest of you. I think she's probably alright protecting herself, but no, we don't, generally speaking, let our students die, but we do let them learn through experience. And if you continually coddle and protect people who may not need it, they'll never grow, and they'll never learn what sort of adventurer, what sort of hero, what sort of performer they could really be.
Fuck. You know, Arson's just gonna take the L and move to whatever alcohol is available and drink it. Cause
Bubbles takes you through the classrooms and around the back, and you stop at the end of a hallway, and it looks like a bookshelf. And she scrolls across it, and it's all like music theory books. There are plays, and then there's one on the very bottom that's called the Rogue's Dagger, and she pushes it, and the door slides open, and then there's a hidden bar.
This has Elias written all over it. Alright.
The inside is decorated with dragon bones and teeth and scales, and there is a really big wet bar.
Oh, what bar?
Wet bar.
What does that mean?
I make a Manhattan.
It means you make your own drinks.
Yeah.
Oh, unattended bar.
Yes.
Unattended bar, basically. It's what my parents' house is.
The whole house.
the whole house, all the alcohol, except for they did tell me to not touch their Churchill scotch, which is the same scotch that Churchill drinks. My parents are obsessed with World War II. Anyway,
Um,
what'd you say?
everything in here is free. And she points to a stack of books on one table next to a really overstuffed reading chair. Don't touch those.
Understood.
When you look, they're all just porn books. It's just smut.
Yes, but-
It's just smut.
Arson's going to immediately turn on Ian and go, "What the fuck?"
Yes,
Do you still look like Bubbles, by the way?
I do. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Roll to see if you can tell if you're talking to Bubbles and me.
What's that roll?
DC 16. You gotta beat. It's I think it's an int check actually to see who's who.
It is.
Oh, good. I have proficiency in that. Not expertise yet. 16?
That is me.
That is me. I will immediately point through your chest and go, "What the fuck happened out there?"
I believe I explained it earlier. There was a large pillar of blood that happened to strike a few of us,
And you
myself
didn't
included.
you didn't think that Poppy would get in that.
I didn't think there would be a large pillar of blood, no, or else I wouldn't be standing there.
How about Fireball? Or Finger of Death? Or any other spell that attacks a group of people?
I did not expect the enemy to attack a group of people when there was one person. That was my mistake. I
So
was
you
behind a
didn't-
curtain. They couldn't see me.
You didn't prepare for that.
No, it was illogical.
No, it's illogical to not prepare for group attacks when one person is attacked.
Fair point.
Also, Poppy didn't have to be a casualty in this.
If you really want to have that conversation instead of just laying into me, which I will allow you to do if you want to lay into me, I would suggest we have it on a more private setting.
We're having both right now.
Go right ahead then.
To everyone else, Arson seems a little too into this. Like, it's out of character, if you would understand what Arson is coming from. It's a little weird. And he just says, "Did you have a way to prevent Poppy's death in this attack?" I felt her connection just end. Just stop in that first attack, and I panicked. Do you know how that feels for the rest of the team?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Do you have a way to prevent that?
On occasion.
On occasion or always?
On occasion. I do my best to prevent things when I can, but you can't
'Cause-
prevent anything.
Because I've studied a long time to prevent a lot of wizards from staying alive. And sometimes their familiars allows them to stay alive. If she was your familiar, that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, Ian. Hold on 1 second. There's a train.
Damn it.
Ian looks like he's going to say something, and he bites his. Well, he has a mask on. He's Bubbles at the moment, so I guess it would appear over the mask. But it
Yeah.
looks like there's going to be something said, and then they just close your mouth. You all right?
Can I insight check that?
Sure.
It's 21.
He is not going. He's kind of emotionally shut down. He's not. He understands if he explains the reasoning behind his choices with Poppy in the room. That's just a bad call. He's not gonna say. He's not gonna be honest.
Arson is going to go. Explain to me your reasoning.
My reasoning
Yes,
for
for letting Poppy die.
didn't see the attack coming.
Other than that,
She's not dead.
I know she's not dead now, but that's only because of abilities done by other members of the party.
Right. And if they had not done that, I would have done everything in my power to buy back her resurrection.
And if they couldn't,
And if they couldn't, then we all have our time.
Arson's not really good at hiding his emotions right now. He's very, very, very angry. You know what? What the hell was that? He's going to point at Ian's chest. Just point him in the chest. And he goes, "Congratulations, you're a father now. You better fucking act like it."
Hello?
You're no longer a chipmunk.
Insight check on that one.
I was just gonna say when Arson basically said if Poppy dies, like Lars is going to kind of like robotically walk out of the room, like he just does not.
And then Arson's going to point at you and go, "No, you need to stay here and listen to this."
He doesn't listen to you.
He lets you go because he's got to pay attention to one dad. He can't pay attention to the other one.
The dad collective of abuse.
Poppy is in Lars's bag, so when Lars goes, so does Poppy.
Does Arson know that?
No, but Ian does.
Ian does. Does Ian let him go?
I'm gonna hand Devril a drink, by the way.
Yeah.
And Emerald, here, have this
Yeah,
martini.
Bubbles is sitting between Victor and Davro.
You know what? No, Arson is definitely not gonna let you go. He's gonna. The crossbow appears in his like wrist. He fires a bolt right next to Lars's head and goes, "No, no
Yes,
one leaves this room."
Wait, he has to load it,
Understand
doesn't
me?
he?
Yeah.
Adrenaline rush, run out!
He can't really go very far.
Does a 21 hit you?
Nobody barbs the shit out of that. Fuck out of it. Like, look, if the man wants to go, let him go. I don't know where you get off.
No,
Tell
when it
people
comes
what
to
to
a
do.
group fatherhood, you do not get to leave.
A lot has been done tonight, and I'll be honest with you.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'll be like, if I'm being completely honest, I also had probably an opportunity, but I was more concerned with protecting one person. I also did not see it coming. So, I mean, if you're going to direct that anger, it should be possibly at me too. It was a spell that was cast. I had the capability of counterspelling that, but I did not. I was fearful of what was to happen later on, and I would chose the more conservative, logical action. Do I feel bad that Poppy did pass away? Absolutely. I'm guilty of that, but he's alive now, and that's what we can look at. All the anger cannot be directed at him.
You know, at this point, I know that Ian can turn Poppy into a familiar, which would make it so that way she can't die. It's just...
That's his choice not to do that.
Lars left, right?
Lars is gone at this point.
Let me ask you something, Arson.
What?
If randomly someone dropped a new kid into your lap after yours was ripped away from you, and you barely even knew it. How long would it take you to accept that new kid, and to accept that your old one is gone? Because it's not easy.
I've not been given proof that the old one is gone and the new one is still here.
That's
So
exactly
I will do everything I can to protect the new one while fighting to find the old one.
I'm just having trouble letting go of some things is all.
Then let them go. You have a problem here and now that needs to be solved here and now. You can't think about it because you don't know what else is going to happen. You have to think about what's going on here and now. And I understand that more than anyone.
I know you're right about that. And Ian's going to sit down, or not sit down, walk over to the bar and pour himself the first drink of the night.
Arson's
You just
gonna take-
randomly grab a bottle.
Yeah.
It's creme de menthe. You're drinking mint. You drinking mint schnapps.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Arson is going to approach Davril and whisper, just like, if anything was to happen to me, I trust you, probably most out of everyone here, to deliver this. And he's going to hand you a letter. And the letter is just going to say a single name, Core. And that's all he'll give you at this moment. If anything were to happen to me, and if you're still fighting the Cald Wizards, I want you to look for a little girl. She's a changeling, so she can be whatever she wants to be. Most likely, she will be a half-elf with bright red hair. I think she might choose female. Fuck, I don't know. She could be a male for all I know. She's a changeling. We think gender is just a construct of the society we're in. Which really it is.
We live in a society.
We live in a society. Just... Davril, if anything happens to me, I want you to find her. And I want you to tell her that her papa is with her mama. If anything were to happen to me.
Alright. I'll take care of it.
Alright. And then Arson's going to get drunk for the rest of the night.
Wonderful.
Because he needs to vent his anger somehow. And filling Ian full of bolts does not sound like a good idea.
Okay.
Also, can I recover half my bolts?
Yes.
Motherfucker, stop doing to me.
I shot so many times.
Yes.
I think I fired 15 times.
You can recover your bolts.
1, 2, 3.
You know, I shot 0 bullets that fight, just to say it.
Fuck you! You don't have a gun.
Is there anything else anyone else would like to do?
I don't believe so.
You know what? You know what? Let's go check that old lady's safe. Gotta distract myself with some fucking nonsense.
What is your passive perception, Lars?
Awful. I think it's
Yeah.
12. 12. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
You don't notice anything. And you can easily retrace your steps back to the Reverend Mother's office. It's just a beaded curtain between the office and the world. You want to look for the safe?
Is anybody in the office?
No. You get the impression that she is probably either babysitting one of her a bazillion grandchildren, or is dealing with the shitstorm of the theater.
I'm going to find a piece of paper and a pen, and then I'm going to try to break into the safe.
Okay. Make me a perception check.
19.
You very easily find paper and pen. And as you're doing so, you are walking around and you hit a thunk on the floor, and you roll back the carpet, and there's a safe built into the floor.
Is it a special kind of lock, or what am I looking at here?
Investigation.
Shit.
I'll say you could have advantage because you are looking to see if you could figure out how to steal something.
Thank you. Thank you.
14. It looks just like a regular lock. It's pretty heavy duty, but you could attempt to lockpick it if you'd like.
I'm going to attempt to lockpick it.
Okay.
Everybody leaves when Joseph wants to steal some nonsense. Alright, what do I roll for this?
Thieves' tools?
That's,
Are
yes.
you have expertise in thieves' tools?
I have proficiency in it. Let me see if do I even have fucking thieves' tools? I do, which is my proficiency bonus, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So, let me roll d20 plus 3. 5.
You're... Nope.
Ah, hold on. I'm sorry. I have something better. Chime of opening.
Okay.
So pull out the chime and just running. Makes a little noise. It should.
Okay. You open the safe, and inside there is 1,000 platinum. There are 3 scrolls. There's what looks like a diary, and there's what looks like a larger book.
I look at the diary, see if there's any identifying marks of whose it is.
You're looking in the diary, and it looks like an adventurer's diary.
Huh.
Half of it's written in Halfling. It's written in a bunch of different languages. There are really shitty drawings in it.
Huh. I don't know, some nonsense. Ed just puts it back. I look at the big book.
Probably a good call. You pull out the big book and you open it. And this is a baby book.
A big baby book?
Like
Oh!
a book that people put of keepsakes from their children.
Okay. Oh, it rolled never mind, I don't care. Don't put it back, I don't fucking care. I just write a note, Blessings of Lathander, and just put it in there, and just close it back up again.
You don't take anything else?
No, just wanted to be a piece of shit.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, that's
Well,
it. I'm emotionally satisfied.
Sorry, Ian. Those were all high-level spell scrolls. None for you.
I don't condone stealing.
Lars is just acting up. Yeah, that's it. And then I'll eventually wander back to the bar area.
Yeah. Does anybody look for Poppy?
I assumed Poppy was in my bag.
Does anybody look for Poppy?
Would Lars have feel less poppy in the bag?
That's what you rolled the perception check for.
Nope.
Because she rolled a 22 for stealth.
Arson would look for Poppy. Fuck.
Lars would just assume Poppy's on him. So
Okay.
until Lars figures that out, he's not looking.
Roll a perception check to look for Poppy.
Perception check. Dad mode engaged. Come on. 22.
You're like... You have a moment. You're
I
like,
bother Ian about it.
Where
like-
the fuck is Poppy? Has anybody
Where the-
seen Poppy?
I just at this point I have a feeling that his disguise is gone and he just looks like Ian again.
8 hours.
8 hours.
8 hours.
Bubbles is like, this is very odd.
I will
Boy.
go to Bubbles first and go, where is Poppy? And then Bubbles goes
I don't
back,
know who Poppy is.
and then I'll find the second Bubbles and then go, where the fuck is Poppy?
I believe she crawled into Lars's backpack.
You believe or you know?
I know I saw her do that then.
Okay, and then I'll find Lars.
Oh, I'm gonna. Oh no! I need to hide.
If you look in Lars's backpack, there is no dragon in there.
He's looking for my bag.
Like, I'll say with his perception check, you come in the room, you tell him that, and you look, and there is no dragon-sized lump in this bag.
Poppy, I'll just go to every open location I can and go, Poppy, where are you?
You hear petulant silence.
While he's searching for Poppy, I'd take 2 drinks with me and kind of pursue after him, just leisurely.
I will, I'm gonna confide into, because I need agents everywhere, but I'm gonna confide into Victor and just go, I'm considering killing Ian.
Lars is gonna have a drink with Davril, and I assume Ian.
He looks at you.
Bubbles is sitting there.
Victor.
Bubbles is...
Victor looks at you as we're like walking down the hall or whatever, and he doesn't look fazed by what you just said, and he kind of smiles and hands you
Oh god.
a martini that he made, a dirty martini,
I'm Joel.
and he says,
I
"Arson,
just realized that.
Arson, you know,
Yusuf,
you and I."
bad.
You and I haven't had the pleasure of knowing each other for very long. May I ask how old you are?
You may.
How old are you?
52.
How old is your
Arson
child?
will- Looks at you, just like, how did you know I have a kid?
Because I rolled a fairly high. I don't know.
Investigate
Because
or
you're
inception?
because Arson is drunk and has been railing about how important it is to be a father.
See, frankly, it was just a guess. I wasn't sure if you had father issues, like with your dad, or if you were a father. Honestly, lucky guess.
Was giving father issues.
She, I don't know if she's still a she. She can choose whatever gender she wants. She's 12 right about now.
I'm sorry to hear you don't know where she is.
I don't know where she is because the cowled wizards have her.
I'm sorry to hear that as well. Look,
Yeah.
I can't help you much with that, but you know, as an aged professional to another aged professional, you know, leading my household has been a fine balance to make, given that we are both family and a business. And in order for our business to work and to keep everybody safe in the dangerous work we do, you must have buy-in from everyone involved, and there has to be trust. And believe me, you know who Elias is. It's a miracle that our house has managed to be consolidated for as long as it has.
Never mind.
There's been many times where we've thought about laying into Elias the way you're considering laying into Ian.
That's the wrong idea, but okay. I've heard about Elias's dealings. He could summon demons at will, so there's that.
He's done a lot of things that we don't agree with, and he's done a lot of things to harm his siblings. But
He chooses business over family.
he needs us and we need him. Well, at least we're figuring out how to do without him as of late. It's been difficult to maintain revenues.
How long has it been without him?
6 months.
He has been in Undermountain for 6 fucking months.
Believe me, we were the wealthiest we've ever been with him. But we managed.
Okay.
This isn't the point of the conversation, though. The point is,
As a
this
shadow thief, I can see the revenue, but as a father,
the point here is your group has a very important mission. And it is for the greatest of good that you all stick together and have trust in each other. Now, I've learned that lesson personally in my line of business, and you will have every right to be angry with Ian, but the way you're approaching this puts your group at large in jeopardy. You should get your point across, but be more strategic about it. Remember, you're a shadow thief. Think as a professional and think logically.
I'm trying to, but Victor, do you have any children?
I'm not stupid enough to have children in the work I do.
You know what? I can respect that. Unfortunately, I am not. I've had a child. She's gone. And unfortunately, this adventuring group that I've joined has another child, and it has me thinking all sorts of illogical things as I think, and Ian had an opportunity to prevent Poppy's death, and he did not take it. That makes him lesser in my eyes.
I raise you a question in response.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have Poppy in the first place with you?
No
You
idea
all-
you were there when they got her.
I will... Victor, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have my own daughter. She is taken by the Cowled Wizards. She's not in my current view right now. And I worry. She could be dead. She could be tortured. She could be all sorts of things without my knowing. and that increases my hatred towards the Cowled Wizards.
Go away. Now, tell me, correct me if you don't believe what I'm saying is reasonable. I think that there should be two ways you go about this going forward. Number one, have you asked Ian? Either Ian adopts her as a familiar, or you leave her in a place where she's safer, because you all are nothing but trouble. One of these things has to happen today or tomorrow, if her health is at your interest.
I'm nothing but trouble. I will agree with that. But Ian is not the protective point that she needs to stay with, by the looks of it, because he refuses to make her familiar, which makes me angrier at him. Whether or not it does not matter whether or not you wanted a child. Congratulations, you are a father now. You must act like it now. You have another living being under your protection. You cannot act like you don't.
We also...
Your choices are no longer responsible for just your choices. Your choices decide for her life as well.
So, we're going to flip back to the bar for a moment as you're looking for Poppy, and you're sitting at the table. There's two bubbles is drinking, you're talking. Likely everyone is sitting in sullen drunk silence. And there's a thunk, and Poppy appears on the table in the middle, just standing there as herself, standing there. And she says it with her mouth. She doesn't think it to anyone. She says it out loud. She says, "I'm not a pet. I'm not. No one owns me. I'm here because I'm here still because I love you. But I'm not a pet. I don't have to be here. And I think that I would rather be with Aster if I'm a pet to you guys." And like one little tear comes out and hits the table, and there's just the smallest wet spot on the table, and then she disappears again.
You're entitled to go wherever you want to go.
God damn it.
That's what she wants. I want her to get what she wants in the end. But I apologize for the pet remark. It was more of a shorthand than actual description. But I'll stray away from words like that in the future.
Ian, what do you think about me?
Hmm?
say that in the heat of the moment you may have used poor choice of words. What do you think about me? What is she to you?
I suppose in a way she's a lot like me. We're both a bit of an anomaly. A little out of place. A little different. A little shy at times, though. I guess she's not so much usually. I suppose I've started to see her as family, and that scares me, because all I've ever known is losing family. And I'm so scared. I am so scared that if I try and protect more people than I'm able to, I'll just lose it all again.
Is Arson here during this conversation? No?
This would
Alright.
be while you or Victor were in the hallway.
Alright. Fuck.
Um,
Would have called you a coward, but oh well.
Lars,
Look, I don't know what happened in your old timeline, but it's clear, and I haven't put two together, but he's like definitely from a different time. I'm thinking he's just like future him that I met.
mhm.
I don't know what happened, in your timeline where you lost everything. I'm not going to try to pretend to understand that. But you got a shot of trying to work things out and do things better. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what you should do. I mean, you got an opportunity to do something different.
You're
We're
right.
here for you. So, I mean, it's your choice to make things right with Poppy. I don't know if she's still here and listening. But at least, let her know how you feel. Be upfront with her. That's my suggestion.
I think I've been afraid of who I am in a sense, and that's why I didn't want to come here. Because it reminds me there's no way to forget that I don't belong here, and I'm not who I was, and I need to accept that. And Ian's, I don't know if we can rule this as a thing I can do, but if Ian's gonna try, and instead of remembering the past, he's gonna try and find a future, and he's gonna use that 20, the nat 20, to try and see if there's any way he can make it up to Poppy. And in this moment, he's going to choose that future.
Yeah. You're sitting there and you have that feeling that you've had several times before of what you remember and what's happening grinding against each other, but it feels almost like it's reversed this time. There's a tectonic shift inside of you because you think maybe for the first time ever that you can fully remember at any rate that you might have the chance at something good. And it might not make you good, but you're not sure if that matters. if there are good people that love you, and you know that Poppy does, because no creature could feel that heartbroken if they didn't. And you think that maybe if you were to just tell Poppy the truth to her, that you love her but you're scared, and to let her choose, she would choose you. And you would just have to let yourself be chosen to be loved. Let yourself be loved.
Yeah, Ian is going to drop the disguise self. And, he'll take off the mask and just put it on the table. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm sorry, Davril. I'm sorry, Lars. I have been trying to hold time still. And I think that's been doing more harm than anything. But I'm not here just to protect you. We're here to build a better future together. And to do that, we have to start moving on. None of you have to forgive me, but I promise it's going to be better.
You look down at your glass of that nasty ass cream mint schnapps, and like whatever was left in the glass is gone. And you feel the familiar pads of her feet curl around the back of your neck, and her face is wet, but she rubs it behind your ear, and she just curls up behind your neck, and she doesn't say anything, but she stays there.
I raise what's left of my glass to everyone at the table. Just saying, to the future. Down it.
To the future.
Future.
In the hallway, I'm just gonna tell Arson, look, she's gonna return. Children have fits and run away, but they always come home because when they get hungry. Anyway, I'm gonna let you get back to your friends because I have to get home and take care of the general ledger real quick. But
Wait. What about when they don't come home?
well, pray they do. But I'm willing to bet, and you can owe me money tomorrow if she did show up by the end of tonight. If not, I'll give you some money happily.
Alright, if Poppy shows back up, how about 200 gold?
Sure. Easy.
Alright.
All right. So we'll call it there on that bet. And everybody leveled up.